What's up, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day. I'm Jacob with Very Good Knife Company. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. If you've been here a while, welcome back. Happy to have all of you. So, obviously, no live streams this week. I've been super silent. Look, guys, I have no excuse. I've been way behind. It has been burning alive. It is about 85 degrees in the shop today. And Mrs. has been working all weekend. I've been working all weekend too. So I'm walking out of the shop today with 5 more knives than I had yesterday. And that order board is looking pretty good. I got most of it crossed off. I actually ended up adding a bunch. So there was really only 2 orders that did not get checked off last week. So I've got another string of orders that I've got to get started on. One of the only other ones that I didn't get finished was that Revelation. And then John Wayne, he's got 5 knives on order, but I was waiting until I got the copper Corby screws, because that's what he wants, is all copper Corby screws. So here they are. Finally got them in. That was last week, but last week, this past week did not work out like I thought it was going to. I got a little farther behind on things, and I don't know, trying to get myself into a groove, and I finally feel like, as of today, I am in the groove again. It is what it is. Here's an extra. I ended up making 2 of these this week. This one is an exact copy of mine. Mine is just like it. They are identical. But I made 2 of these this week. One of them was in 3/16. This one is in 5/32. So D knife is finally going out. I finished the sheath and the saddle loop up for it today. That extra adventure, you can expect to see it go in the store, and I do have a handful of other adventures in Nitro V, and 2 more here in 5/32 ADCR V2. These guys are in 5/32 and they're ADCR V2, and then I've got an extra Nitro V Adventure Junior and 4 extra Nitro V 3/16 standard adventures. Other than that, there's nothing else on the bench. So I've got a good string of heat treating to do starting tomorrow, and then I'll be. I feel pretty much caught up right now, because everything that I have left, I should be able to finish next week with all the orders, and that for me translates into doing some other things that need to be done, like working on the room in here and getting it taken care of, so I can go ahead and do some wiring changes and move things around and build the rest of those benches. Got a surprise coming in a week or so, and I'll show you guys then. And I have to build somewhere to put it. And then holy cow, I'm so burnt up and hot and tired. I'm just done. The shop is an absolute wreck. The floor is a wreck again. The bench is a wreck. Kydex table's a wreck. That's not going to be there after next week, though. I'm going to move it. The Cerakoting kind of held me back this past week. I'm ready to, I'm going to go to Harbor Freight at my earliest convenience and go get me another sandblaster, because that cabinet right there is in no good shape. I'm going to replace the gloves and some other little things in it. I'm glad that I replaced the glass, because that's been nice, but those protectors have not been lasting. Anyway, I want to move it and another sandblaster out into the other room where the vacuum is. This one is, you can see right here, the gloves are just completely gone. I don't know if you can see that, but you can see daylight through them. There you go. So it's just spitting out sand everywhere, and My wand in there, that's like the 5th wand that I've had for it. It's done. I'm ready to get a new one again. I just got that one before Blade Show for doing all that Cerakote. It's dead again. So pickup tube and the hose, everything's just due to replace. And given that it is already too small, we want a bigger one. I mean, they're only like $250 anyway. So, and I mean, that one is only like $150. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace everything that needs to be replaced in there. And I'm going to use it as a walnut shell blaster, soft media. Not really so much abrasive. I'm kind of chasing a finish that I have in mind, and I've not nailed it down yet. I also haven't done a whole lot of chasing on it either, but I have a final finish for everything that I've been chasing for a while. I would like to see. My idea is that there's nothing wrong with the belt satin finish that I have going already, but I feel like I can get it just the tiniest little bit more uniform without adding a blast finish look, because I just despise it. Not that I don't think it looks good, I think it's kind of lazy. It is a lazy finish. That is just all there is to it, and I don't mean that offensively. But for me, it's just not the look, and it never has been. Belt satin or the shiny, clean look is what I've always gone for. I think that I can stick with that and use a extremely soft, light media to uniform the entire knife, and also give the handle just a little bit more texture, for a little bit more grip. But anyway, thanks to a friend of mine, John, I've got some better air conditioning coming. I think we're gonna send that back. It's just not doing its job. It's not doing what it should be doing in here. So I think we're gonna send it back and try something else out anyway. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to have a brief chat with you guys about what's going on. There's nothing else left on the bench. They're all gone, except for there's one little knife hanging out down there, and that extra. I haven't done the edge yet because I did have an issue with edges of the ADCR V2 rusting on me. Now, I have not ever had that problem with the Gen 2s, because when I'm done, I completely soak them and treat them with oil and wax and send them out. But I don't know, I kind of, like with the Cubs, I didn't pay enough attention to the carbon steel. Once I Cerakoted them, I never did anything like oil, wax, none of that. No treatment to the edges at all. So a bare carbon steel just sitting there completely exposed and untreated. Well, I had some edges rust. It wasn't a problem. They didn't rust like really bad, but you could see it. So I've learned, if it's ADCR V2, just leave it alone. If it's in Cerakote, just leave it alone until you're ready to put it away. So I don't know if I have a sheath for that one sitting around or not. I might, but when I'm ready, I'm just going to stick an edge on it and go put it away. But as of right now, it's just going to kind of sit there, because I'm going to do some other ones, some of those other adventures, and I'm going to be doing some base model Nitro V's. I haven't done much of those, but I want to just do some base model Nitro V adventures. That's what we're going to do. That's coming soon. I've got 2 new models coming out here real soon. The first one will be the Lone Star, designed by my buddy Zach, and I will do a small run of those to get started and get acclimated with everything. Then after that, the next one is going to be called the Counter-Strike, It is a smaller version of, you guessed it, the First Strike. And that one has kind of been in the works in my brain for a few years now. I've had two different drawings, because if you've been around long enough or paid any attention, you know that I did the First Strike when I did Bloodline knives. That's not a new one for me. I did kind of change it a little from what it was originally, but the blade is essentially the same. But ever since those days, I've been wanting to do a smaller, like adventure size counter strike with more of a guard and still a very, very slim down and cut down version of a First Strike. But that one is coming soon. So yeah, the Lone Star and then Counter Strike. Those are the two that are coming. Lone Star's coming first. Other than that, I'm just going to be working on orders until I'm caught all the way back up and down to just by the day order, because that's where I need to be. The Lamnia order's gone, and what I'm trying to get to is a few more of those Lamnia or other big company orders, wholesale orders, because be totally honest with you, I'd rather just do it that way sometimes. Trying to market, sell, and do all that after doing the knives, it's a whole nother job in itself that I just don't have time for. And it's also not a guarantee either. So if I'm able to sell 30 knives at a time, even if they're selling for less, that's one paycheck. So I'm going to do that without a doubt. I'm looking at picking up, I'm in the works with a couple places, one in particular, but I'm trying to get some more stores like that set up, dealers, vendors. But that would just make it easier on me to have a steady income, a very steady income for the business, instead of going off of like weekly, daily, monthly sales. I would just like to have that taken care of first. It'd be easier for me. It's going to be easier once I get some help as well to be able to do bigger orders of the simple knives like that, because you know, when they're all the same and there's just not a whole lot of variance to them and they're all base models, obviously they're going to be a little easier, a little faster. So anyway, I'm just rambling at this point. I thought I'd just let you guys know what's going on. We're doing all right. We're just trying to survive and burning alive, trying to survive the heat. And we're strapped for time. I feel like we are. Hell, I've been at the shop constantly for the past couple weeks, every day. Not one day has gone by that I haven't been here. And working. So anyway, I appreciate you guys' support. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.